guys, welcome to today's video. Guess what we'll do in today's video? We'll look into a scenario in which Germany collapses. Why Germany? Well, this would be an interesting story. We'll get rid of alliances, because alliances will probably help Germany not collapse. Well, and so since we threw out reality out the door, France sees Germany weaken location and allows Poland and does a joint invasion with Poland. Their goal is to get the Saarland back, which is a big goal. And Poland's goal is to get a bit of German lands because they want to get revenge on Germany. And then Denmark basically says, yeah, we'll join this war, kind of like me when I play war simulation games. And every single thing decides to invade me. Yep, that's just great, guys. And yeah, they're all ready. And Germany and the German government is a bit panicking. As for the scenario to happen, their economy and military might has steadily declined, and their want to fight for their country has fallen. And with Poland quickly invading into Germany, Denmark moves into Schleswig-Holstein rapidly, and France moves into the Rhine area because they don't need to really invade much. And they move past the Saarland a bit. Poland's already moving into Berlin in like a week. And while Germany's going to be in trouble, as Denmark is now out of Schleswig-Holstein. Yep, that's exactly what happened. And France is invading into Baden-Württemberg, as well as continuing north into the Rhine. And yeah, Berlin is encircled and falls, and Poland moves down the coast to meet up with Danish forces. Instead of falling in 6 hours, they didn't. Nope, not today. And while nobody really stands up for Germany, I don't know why. And then Germany agrees to the peace negotiations with Poland and France. And the thumbnail may have looked odd today or different than what I should have done. Comment what you think my thumbnail should look like. Comment if you like this new way. And if you did like it, leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a like. Just use your comments to tell me. Comments are your voice. Liking is what you have to do. So yeah. Stolen from Germany. And the German people are infuriated by this. To the point where some regions are seeing themselves more as a region than as a German. Including Bavaria, as they're starting to refer to Bavarian. And many other places are also at the same. And Bavaria, after frustration mounts with Germany, Bavaria goes into a revolt in Germany. And this surprises as Munich rises up. Southern Bavaria and many areas of Bavaria, kind of like before the Treaty of Versailles, that they rose up. And yeah, they rise up. And for some reason, they're really strong. Nobody knows why, but it's eventually revealed that Austria has been backing them. And Germany's infuriated, but there's nothing they can do. And also, in case I didn't mention, their troop numbers are not allowed past 75,000 men. It's so bad of a punishment that it's not really a punishment, but worse. And then a Northern Revolt, or Hanover Revolt, it used to be called that. I don't know what it's called now, but it was called that once. And yeah, and the revolt happens here, which is revealed to have support of the Danes. Yep. They each have support, guys, so you should watch out, Germany. With Germany's coast being captured and Bavaria being strong and able to take loads of areas of land. As the German economy goes into a complete severe recession, Germany is forced to negotiate out, and the negotiations are not fair. And many countries don't know what to do, which is a shock. Germany was so desperate to get out of this because the recession was getting so bad after the last war where they were decimated well, there's nothing they can do, which is a scary part. As Germany has lost two majorly important, including one of the richer areas and one of the industrially important areas. And with this, what's left of the Rhineland and a bit of other land declares independence. And yeah, Germany is left in a state of no more, basically. And well, it appears that this collapse is only going to get worse. As that happens, yep, you've seen that happen. Bavaria is strong, and then an area that's not being hit too hard decides they're going to leave as they don't like how they're being a part of this fall. As is really just this. They call themselves the Rhine Confederation. And what's left really becomes nothingness, basically. And then Poland decides, yeah, it's time for round 2. It's time for Revenge Part 2. Yep. You're not going to have a capital attached. It'll be isolated and encircled in not areas as Poland. In a threatening letter, but there's nothing Germany can do. They basically say, if you want it, you can come take it. And, well, they put so high of casualties into Poland, Poland is shocked and a bit humiliated. And, well, Germany just kind of says, well, there's nothing I can do, except nothing. But they destroyed the Polish armies a lot. And now Poland demands this land. And the rest shall be called the Republic of Germany. The Republic of Germany, basically, is what it becomes. Although it's not really a big threat to anyone who even would notice. And yeah, this is how Germany would collapse, guys. And now let's look at the European consequences. Well, Germany is a big trading partner for many of the surrounding nations, so their economies are probably collapsing. And there's 80 million people. Most of them are... There's probably millions of Germans now living in France, millions now living in Poland, and millions living in Denmark. So yeah, just great, what they want. And then I'd say the power imbalance has shifted. I'd say many things have changed. But the Confederation of the Rhine basically annexes the Rhineland, because that just makes no sense why the Rhineland's there. And let's talk about more impacts besides demographics and that. Well, now Germany is very weak as it's not unified. So what it does is it kind of makes a buffer, basically, which is not really needed, but that's besides the point. And I'd say there's a few nations that wouldn't like this. I mean, I know a few nations that probably wouldn't like this. And that big one is probably the US and China. Both of them are probably a bit disappointed. And then I'd say France is confused why their economy is collapsing now. I'd say the economies of Europe are in collapse and it's soon going to get worse. It could become widespread if cautious measures aren't taken. Will this cause a crisis? Probably. Could this cause revolts in other countries? Probably. But let's hope not. And so, instead of getting into the details of what happened after the collapse, I think that's good for today's video, and I'm thankful that, watch, we're at 532 subscribers. No, yeah, we're at 532 subscribers, guys. That is 68 away from our goal by the end of the month, and I think we can do it. So please subscribe, comment, like this video, do anything to engage with this video. And once again, thank you for watching today's videos. It's really helpful for the channel, and thank you for subscribing. As that helps with the channel, that's all for today's video. Wild Mapper out.